We did it yesterday. Let's take another look at Bark's mini profile, just so everyone remembers what it is if they didn't see yesterday, and so they can. Scriff is just click the name.
Yeah, there we go. He had problems yesterday as well. There we go.
He gets it. So just so we remember, what happened in their TI run of Collapse's Magnus, and let's see if 70 gives him a similar fate with his own Magnus this game as well.
Dude, don't do that. Don't do that to Mr. Bach. Like, he doesn't need this emotional damage. He might get it though.
A nice spirit. Run, my friends. Open low.
A level 1-3 grab. How much damage? Plus 68 damage on one. Like, level 1 Elder Titan with a lot of damage is... Yeah, it's good, but... Scary, yeah. Just to run away from that.
Hi, my friend. Who's taking it? Game 5, we can, let's give some predictions.
You want some predictions, huh?
I would like some predictions.
You want some predictions? I don't know. AR. It's hard. It's a hard call, really. I like both drafts. I feel like both drafts have some things missing in them as well. They're not as good as in previous games, but this Alchemist looked really damn good in one game that they played it. On the other hand, you are playing against a Razor. The lane won't be simple.
Yeah.
You think Zero got it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm trying to be like mysterious or trying to make it more fun, like not to call it one way or the other. I just can't say for sure. I'm seeing up like the pros and cons of both sides.
I will go through them. Listen, start with Zero. What do you like?
Don't
the pros
put me
and
on
cons
the
of the draft? So you don't have pros and cons.
No, I do. I feel like this Magnus is a wild card. I think that's my first thing. I know what Tori does. I know what Kunkka will do, what he'll build. I'm not even sure what the build is on 70. Like on this Magnus. That's the first thing. Like, he plays the hero a lot. Like he has in his top 10, but I don't know how greedy he goes. Is he doing some crazy Echo Saber harpoon or something like that, or is he all about just that blink, this positioning of the heroes? He just misses as I'm talking. He misses the first skewer on Ori.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Another thing is on the other side you have Fade Bach on the Razor. I want to see how hard he'll be able to dominate this lane. Because I've seen Alchemists do fine against almost any counter they're played against. And he has this Grimstroke to play with, which is... Oh, they messed the hard camp. They actually allowed the pull on bottom lane. That's another thing, like... Razor is an X factor for me on the other side. And then the build from YSR. Like, Erika...
Ponlin might be dead top. Yeah, Blood Grenade inside the river. He hasn't gone for a TP just yet, and due to that, Tian Ming's going to be able to chase him down. And he got him, first blood.
This is another one. I think this is a pretty good game for Elder Titan, a good lane for him. To just solo zone and make Lou's life good.
Yep.
Like, the moment disruption is used, you can start running them down.
So... at least for me, I feel like the big advantage that AR have is just...
Mid lane, Ori?
Is it actually a nerf? Wow, okay. Never mind, it's not. I thought those two tower right clicks would do more.
They did. He just had stick charges and a fairy fire, so it didn't look like a lot of damage.
But for me, I feel like the big advantage for Dire is just the ability for them to actually execute early game fights. It seems much easier than Radiant, where you can just run down towers and have Conquer X, like high levels in X, and then both supports can play with him. You can also play with the Razor, whereas Radiant, you don't have that ability. And this is the big thing, like you're mentioning with the Magnus on how he's going to skill build, item build. Like, does he go for the early blink to be able to make those plays? What is it going to be? We see some early scepters sometime as well. But that is the big thing for me, where I feel like AR, their early game movements will be much easier than Team Zero, and as a result, can they get a big advantage off the kills they can find from that, and also the objectives they can get?
That's on the back of Kunkka, basically, all you're saying, right? Like,
Yes.
He's the one that does. I completely agree with that. Like, it's much easier for him to. At least it's much easier to see what he's gonna be able to do. Mid lane, they have Echo Storm here.
They're actually going to get a kill as well, by the looks of it. They need the Tidebringer hit. Oh, Ori?
Cool down. Cool down. He was waiting on it. He didn't have it. That's why he didn't hit. He needed that one.
Bottom lane, CZQ. Right, Wyslaw's going to be careful now as well. Lazarus Field's up pretty shortly, yeah, so yeah. Oak's going to have to run up to kind of the northwest.
He's fine. Can run away, but this is the big issue with the lane. It's not only the Razor, it's like the combo of Avalanche Toss into the Plasma Field and Static Link. Like, you can't get away. So gotta be careful. Even with the stun, it's just not enough. And yeah, Razor has a huge wave under the tower. He's already winning. It's looking rough for Erica.
And this was, I think, something you were trying to bring up before as well, was the hard camp being open and small camp being closed for the first 5 minutes of the game, which really hinders your ability to manipulate the wave from Team Zero down bottom.
Yep. And it's not even only that. Alchemist likes farming it, so that's another problem. But they are stacking the medium camp. Not something you see too often, but they're stacking the medium camp underneath the tower. Stun just to survive. Playing Polo. He has his disruption to work with here, so he's fine.
Lane? X into the TP.
Always there.
70. Oh, Ponlo? Is it gonna matter though in the end? Okay, well done.
Nicely read. He actually started TPing as soon as the X marks the spot came, so he knew what's going on. One problem that they have is you make all these stacks and then ET is doing this. You see, like, I'm not sure if he's gonna do it again, but just uses the spirit, gets all the damage from the creeps. This time not.
Dire structures are fortified.
This is a huge power rune, dude. They just actually got a haste from Ori. Probably the best one you could hope for, honestly, for the Conqueror at this stage of the game. We were mentioning about his ability to manipulate the side lanes. And bottom lane as well. FI, they might go for the dive. Barks a decent chunk of damage. I guess he'll get the courier instead.
It's all about FY here and how he plays. Like, you can see everything that Razor is gonna do. And you just stun him with Alchemist. That's how you play against it. But you can't count on FY being too far. Let's see. ZZQ, you're a god. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, YSR is farming that camp that you talked about. He might stack it one more time as well. If he's lucky enough.
He's gonna react to top and I'd actually be able to get low. RP laid down. Ecroswamp doesn't clip on the Magnus, so he'll find this skewer under the tower. The boat, it's not enough to be able to keep him alive. They will get the return kill and looking for more as well. DZQ is going to try and react to this, but the Grimstroke can only really watch as his support dies. Maybe he can get involved. Never mind. Ecroswamp again's on the mark from Tianming. And now with the Stampede as well, is the damage going to be enough? It is, and they can look for the Elder Titan, but Tianming's trying to beat back one of them. Gotta respect the damage from him.
Shadow Demon is stepping in. Though, let's see, he can't Echo Stomp him, remember, so gonna have to take a lot of poison stacks before he... Okay, never mind. Disruption, maybe he can Echo Stomp TP now. Or just a cooldown? Yeah, he's fine, not enough damage. Yeah. Well played by him. Like, basically, for Ponlo to get this kill, he cannot use Disruption. He needs to use it a bit later on. He used it way too soon, and then you're just one TP away. Bot lane, though, this is the siege of Alchemist.
It looks like they're actually kind of predicting this dive, especially with Beyond TPing in early. This would be a huge kill onto Bach. And they're going to be able to get it. That
Done
is
deal.
much needed. Much needed.
This is
Ori
a
will
cute
rotate
Ori,
though. And Low as well comes through the portal. So the Gyro, screw it. Looking to get involved, and he'll be able to cut down the offlaner. So great response from the carry on AR, looking to get active pretty early on. Top net worth is low.
I feel like these carries have to be, at least in this series, the carry that starts rotating in first wins the game, the whole game, like even. They're basically doing to Team Zero what Team Zero did to them in the last match, right? On the mid lane, if you remember, minute 9, everyone was around the tower. They're doing the same thing about the Alchemist. These guys, you know what they are. They've read the books of the great Danish poet. I don't know if you heard of him, Sindren. They've read his work. If it's an Alchemist game, then it's an Alchemist game. It's the famous saying. They're making sure that this Alchemist does not have the best lane, forcing him out all the way deep into the jungle.
Have you been able to get said poet's autograph? I've heard he's
of course
he's quite
have.
famous.
Even a hug. Even a hug. Yeah.
You give good hugs?
The best.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shout out to Sindren, by the way. He's
very nice guy. Sindren is a very nice guy. Comes with knowledge. Comes with wisdom.
His stream is literally one of the reasons why my stream became popular as well. Back in the day.
Did he rage you? What happened?
I don't know. I entertained him a bit. Let's leave it at that. He had some music provided by me. Some harmonica.
You want to explain? Are you a music producer? Or did you do some weird noises on his stream? What?
No. So I just produced some good music on his stream.
Mid lane, 7E?
In a game, yeah, 7E.
Oh, wow, nice timing.
And nicely done with the skewer, yeah.
Now in the river as well. John Ming runs into pop. Dude, look at the damage.
7E.
You're gonna be able to win the man fight. I guess the important thing means there's no boat. And now the Ink Squad's gonna connect onto 2 afterwards as well. FY does his best to disrupt them. The AoE spell's really come into play, but as soon as Low shows up to fight, we're gonna see the carry difference in this final game. And it is ever important once again.
Can he steal this? I don't know.
Ori?
Yeah. The two of them for sure.
Dude,
Tiny is here as well.
Oh god. Oh
massive.
god.
Massive. Grimstroke at least snatches a couple. Ooh, and that
one.
That's so sad. And it looked so nice, by the way, for Team Zero, because I don't know if you noticed, they tunneled vision completely. Magnus caught them from behind with that RP. Just not enough damage, even with the Inkswell. Not enough damage from the supports, from the Centaur. Died.
Oh man. I don't want to stomp game 5, but we might have it.
Relax. Let's see what Alchemist is cooking. He's going Maelstrom again. So actually, last game it was good because of the mischance versus Troll. This game it's good because of a Razor and Static Link. Like you get the proc at least, you know, no matter what. So not a bad build. We'll see. He had a very early Mjolnir last time though.
Well, Blink is almost online from 7E. Yond is also rushing his own Blink, but of course it's going to take a little bit for him to get there with his current net worth position. Only 33 last hits. The offlane Centaur. We have really seen the emphasis he's been putting on this game is just rotating. Yeah, we even saw down to bottom very early on to help the Alchemist before they even tried to dive him under the tower. So he's playing much more sacrificial.
Yeah, CS is just a number, man. Just a number.
It's an important number, but as a support, they don't think it's good enough. It's okay. Support mentality.
Smoked up by Ori. Let's see. Moving down bot. Like, this is a smoke that they'd like to get Alchemist with. They know
they
he's
should
farming.
know.
Yeah.
FY was under the ward and then disappeared. And yeah, okay, he also showed in the lane. I don't know what happened there.
Onlo might survive as well. This is...
under attack.
Oh man, if he lives... Oh. The creeps
They
actually
saw
even started
the...
attacking him.
Yeah,
Oh, the creeps are blocking! He's waving.
We got something going on. 7E. He tried to go fishing with the blink. The instant response from AR. Polo actually keep it in. So they couldn't kill him bottom. They might kill him mid. Stampede's out. Or he's going to have the X up in a couple of seconds. And with the vision for the Azure, they're going to toss Ori in. Double one. And a tower probably to add to the tally. His low is here for the damage required. Get in there, brother, says Mr. Tiny. Have more stacks to take. Oh my god. Not again. Not again.
Yes. More stacks for the gyro. This guy is effortlessly having some 10k net worth, minute 15.
Are they gonna do this?
Oh, the RP is nice.
Have they got the damage though? Inkspell with the Wolf Sun. It looks great to start. And finally YSR's gonna get involved as well. Alright. All the AoE stuns they need, and they clip onto multiple heroes. Great RP setup.
Very nicely done. Used all their stuff. It's kind of sad to see an Alchemist. He didn't even have Maelstrom. He had a Bracer and he's running in 13 minutes in to take a fight. That's usually your Radiance timing. It's kind of sad to see that, but then again, he needed to. They wouldn't... I don't think they'd finish them fast enough. So nicely done by YSR. Who's joining. State of the game is still very difficult. Now that you don't have those spells, now that you don't have RP to work with. And keep in mind that they were super clumped up, that they were being very greedy, they were taking another set of Ancients. And they do have their own. So now the gyro is back. 1,000 gold more or less away from his Aghanims, and okay, never mind. He leaves the Ancients, he wants to go fight with his teammates. Bot lane.
Well, they also see Alchemist farming mid. They just want the neutrals by the looks of it. Just take away a little bit of the economy from Radiant. They will smoke wrap around.
No one is defending mid, no one is showing. Alchemist, I don't think... Yeah. Let's see. Is he actually going to farm this?
Oh,
he's even gonna self-stun. No, they're going top though. They saw Magnus.
Oh, wow.
Never mind.
Ooh.
Oh. They need to toss. They need to toss Kunkka on him. Okay, never
Activate
mind.
ulti and he's close to the T2 tower as well. RP's importantly on cooldown. But yeah, he's gone.
Oh, they used just the soul bind. They don't have. They have RP, and he could blink, but that's without the Alchemist now. They really want to take this fight. They are tankier as well. It's good vision as well now planted. I'm actually surprised that YSR continued farming that. Like, no one is showing mid for such a long time. Your creeps are even pushing in. It looked like a dangerous position to be in. Is it Q?
The big D ward though. I think a freshly planted ward going to make this jungle even scarier. I do want to talk about the Magnus Iron build for a little bit. I am kind of intrigued on 7E going for this Echo. The more I look at the mag, the more I actually just want him to go Scepter first. I feel like you are going to be playing from a position pretty shortly where you're trying to defend high ground and just relying on pickoffs, which I think the mag can get with like Inkspell buff on him. The only thing with that being said, I don't know how much of the X is a counter to the Magnus, so maybe...
I would, like, I get your point completely, but it's a little bit defeatist. Like, I'm going to be on high ground, so I need the Axe. With Echo Saber, maybe you won't be on high ground, just waiting. Maybe it will give you enough damage to take these heroes down in an RP outside. So maybe that's the mentality. Mjolnir is up on Alchemist, like, this guy hurts, like, he can't join these fights. So maybe that's the idea.
I have an incredible ward. This observer what's going to do so much for them.
RP's good.
70 once again. RP onto 2. Now the perfect. You might lose YSR, but Pomlo's going to give him some breathing room with the banishment. As soon as he pops out, Low will crit him down. And if they can cut their losses at that, they would be happy.
Yeah. That's it. Just get more damage. Just get more damage on this Magnus. Like, you don't have to be on the high ground. to be defending. You can actually take some decent fights outside. Very nicely done. Nice RP. So, you know, Magnus, it's just a fun hero to watch no matter what. Is it TI Grand Finals? Is it Arise, our favorite Romanian streamer, dumpstering people with Magnus? It's just always fun. Top lane, X
Speaking
marks.
of the Magnus.
Yeah. Oh, they miss the
Radiant's
X, but
bottom
yeah,
tower is under
doesn't
attack.
matter.
Oh, and they're rushing.
Pit, they have decent damage, right? It's not amazing, but it's good enough. Tanky Kunkka can stand in front as well. You've got Seeds of Serenity. Yeah, this is the point in the game in which Gyro feels really strong. Like you have the Axe, small crit, going BKB next. Sometimes if you get this Aegis like this, you don't even have to. Most likely he still will. Let's see, Ponlo is farming also very nicely on Radiant, by the way. He's doing the Aghanim's build, straight up Ags, which is... It's not bad versus Razor as well. Like, slows him down, makes him unable to just move in with that Eye of the Storm and Static Link. Enables YSR a bit better too. But your prophecy of high ground defense, even with that big... Let's see, what they have right.
Too late with the bench.
70,
So they're gonna be able to
70,
drive
70.
back the Razor. And under the T2 tower, they should get the kill onto Bark, right?
Oh,
No damage, actually.
yeah, nice stomp. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I saw bottom lane.
He needs to run. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I love that he
attack.
got that last hit with Mjolnir, by the way. He dropped it on the creep and he still gets one extra creep. Always something you should do when you're leaving a lane. Just drop the Mjolnir on the creep, move back. They didn't use RP, that's why Razor lived. That's why you were surprised. FY?
Zizuki's potentially baiting.
No.
Okay, never mind. They're coming instantly over.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
FY.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Go on him.
Bit
but
awkward though.
he's doing so much work and all he needs is vision. Like, it's so important. As long as he has these wards, he can be the one jumping in, tossing back. And 70 is responding really damn well, but in that situation, what do? You jump in, if you RP, the gyro, it's wasted. He's got Aegis. You really don't want to be catching him. They might smoke here. Let's see, why
On Radiant or Dio?
On Radiant, but
70's on the low ground. They see FY and they're going to be able to blow him up thanks to the high ground Observer ward. Also get a D ward as well that FY actually just plays, so...
yeah. They were also stacking to smoke, I'm pretty sure. In any case, Alchemist has a BKB now completed. With that one kill, they can move out. This kill is so important for them, because every time Tiny is dead, you're free to roam the map. You're like breathing with full breaths. Like, you can go out, devour the triangle, make sure Alchemist continues farming without a threat.
Yeah, I'd like this call for them to... Yeah, it's a nice one too. Potentially for the Shadow Demon or the Magnus. Not bad for the Mag. ZZQ.
He's fine.
Almost dead.
Almost. Yeah, he already has his shard. He got it, so the one on him is extremely important too. That makes, well, the heal, the damage, of course, everything is nice.
Dire are scanning.
Onlo, not too far from Axe as well, by the way. 400 gold.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really nice Axe. Getting 2 charges.
I was just surprised he was that close to it. I guess he has Rush at him. Philosopher's Stone is helping.
Gold is a
Great item versus the Razor. Great item versus him. Unless you heard that wants to be running into the middle, potentially you're able to kite the Gyrocopter as well. The bottom lane they are smoking. They're probably going to wrap behind the T2 tower.
Yep, they have Torrent Storm as well.
He got a glimpse of Beyond. I'm not quite sure if he did. Jumps over the top. Beyond on the low ground, unfortunately. Okay, wow.
That was... I think that was more about him seeing low than seeing FY, but in any case, nice blink.
Radiant
Super.
structures
Top lane, they're setting on
are
7E. Oh, he's skewered into Tianming and up links down. What is it?
Yeah, it's easy
He doesn't
Q.
know where they go, but they don't know where he's going either. The ZZQ will die bottom lane though, they're still there. Do they want to stampede
Low?
for low?
Blue?
He's got the Aegis though. Still 45 seconds. Of course they'll kill him the once. And Dire gonna have to come through the portal to get there to protect him in 7E. Breaks the static link, tries to get in range for the RP of the Stampede. It's gonna enable him. They got the damage through the BKB though. It's taking them quite some time, but it's not gonna matter. Low will die. But now here come the reinforcements. But when uncontested inside that team fight, and Ori's going to be here to clean up. FI as well with a jump over the top. Gets the Shadow Demon. BKB soon to expire from YSR, and that will mean his life health will be depleted as well.
Yeah, we questioned how much Bach can do, and yeah, he can do quite a lot without his Zag still on, well, without it being used properly on him in the fight. He also blocked the Magnus from getting on top of BKB's Gyro on time. Because of that, they had to use Stampede as well. They used everything to kill the Gyro off. And like from every perspective, this is a good play from Team Zero. You baited a lot of TPs on top lane. You're going in for the stragglers. You find the best one. That's the Gyro. Unfortunately, they're just not fast enough. They just don't have enough damage to kill him off so fast that they can respond to everyone else coming. But they are fast enough with these smokes. Straight up, next one.
Radiant are scanning.
Where do they go? Ares, talk to me. What do they do? Can they do this without Alchemist? Do you have faith?
I don't know. No RP as well, which has been the pivotal ability for them in these previous fights. Actually, a fighting chance.
They see Gyro.
Really low? Is he die though? BKB's going to be back off cooldown. This is an all or nothing play, and they just were not even close to calculation off the mark. Ponlo's going to get caught by the Torrent Storm. You're also continuing to chase down the Grimstroke as well.
That
Who
was...
will not escape. FY on the hunt are just ambitious.
That was nothing or nothing play, not all or nothing. I'm not sure. How do you imagine to kill the Gyro there without the Magnus, without the Alchemist? The damage is just not it. It's not there. If his teammates are all dead and they're not showing up, then maybe. But with him having a BKB and a team, and yeah, no, it's not gonna work, boys.
Radiant's middle tower
Need to
is
cook
under
something
attack.
better.
Gold for my foe.
Interesting. I don't know if they usually go for this 15 talent on the Elk. I don't remember, but he went for the Acid Spray armor. And he's going AC
they
next,
do.
so...
They do.
They do? Okay. I mean, of course, there's a lot of physical damage on Dire. Gyro, Razor.
A lot of minus armor as well, right?
Yep.
Very nice to have versus Bach. Playing FY is already in position. He just needs the Kunka. What do you think? Ooh. He's not TPing. He has to run. He'll be fine. It's a rough state of affairs, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's very rough. It's an Alchemist lineup. Down 8,000 gold. Not a good position to be in. All your other cores are struggling as well. Beyond is
Bach.
the port almost.
He
70.
has a TP.
I have to go for it straight away.
Look at
Bach
this
has got
damage.
damage. Oh my god.
That was so close. That shard pulling him in. And you have to keep in mind that every hit deals more damage. So it almost happened. He almost got him. Just shows the potential of this Razor. You need a BKB on 7E. It won't really help you against that, but you need a BKB in general.
Mid lane, they know the BKB's on cooldown. Eric is going to be tossed back. At least can play with the Chemical Rage. They're going to use him up, which will set up for the Earth Splitter. Where's the main damage coming through from Dire though? Bach isn't there currently, nor is Low.
They needed 1 second on FY to have his blink again. The fight didn't last long enough for him to re-engage, so they managed to survive. BKB unused on Alchemist, and that's pretty big
Radiant's
deal.
middle tower has
Rush
fallen.
up in 20 seconds. Can they now fight that? Some crazy clumped up fight in which you get a lot of heroes in RP. They could win that kind of a fight.
Radiant are scanning.
70.
Dire's top
just-
tower is under attack.
He just cannot find a place on this map to finish his BKB. That's the
Dire's
problem.
structures are
Look at this,
fortified.
even the
I'm not
glyph.
even. Yeah. Which is a kind of important as well. I mean, I guess you can TP to the outpost, but regardless, T1 for your map control.
FY might go in even. He's in.
FI's going to be able to get the jump, yeah? Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Everything needs to be clean for Zero at this stage of the game. Apparently, even Roshan just running them as
Stun on
well.
Alchemist.
But once BKB expires, you're just going to have to cut your losses. And at that, it's going to be a Rosh now given over to Azure.
Yep. More than enough time.
Radiant's
2
tower
minutes
has been
on the Dire side. You like the Dire side more, right? You value cheese over banner. Of course, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
the league. Oh, this is a hope and a prayer right here.
Radiant's top tower.
Good luck, my friend. If they ain't even 70, they're trying to set up on. Dude, they are making sure they get nothing. What are your scepter timing? Mid-skewer animation, and it's just the Grimstroke here, but the Grimstroke will have to watch by as his mid laner
Top
gets
lane,
caught. Everyone's dying. Honlo gets scouted out, ZZQ dies in the mid lane. The crumble had begun earlier, but it is really kicking into force now.
Yeah, sad state of affairs if you're a Team Zero fan. Press F in chat for all the Team Zero fanboys. Well, Rosh will be gone, that's Aegis, that's Shiz, that's also Satanic on Gyro. Like, maybe some crazy RP plays will kill him. Magnus, by the way, he
Dire's bottom
was
tower
150 gold away from that BKB on lane, and he died.
under attack.
The reason why he has BKB is because he disassembled Echo Saber in the end. So he's not even going to provide you with that extra damage in these fights coming up.
Radiant's top tower has
Rough,
fallen.
but you are defending high ground, so
Is under attack.
maybe there's a Hail Mary
Radiant's top
play.
tower is under attack.
Alchemist's AC is necessary, like you need that one item, at least that next item to take a fight. Bloodstone Punka, do you like that? That's also very nice. I don't know
Yeah, I don't
BKB
mind
on Ori. Yeah, just chilling with the Bloodstone.
It's not bad. I don't really know the correct game for it. I don't see it always. It's cool. It's a cool item. I
I
saw.
think he's like, if I... Yeah, they're going in.
Oh, again. BKB Chemical Rage. Is he going to be able to get back to the base though? This BKB is a low cooldown. 70 tries to jump, but it's just a tiny. And no one else is even right-clicking throughout in the Echo Song. Clips him on the
70.
high ground. Jafar can be able to get onto the Magnus. And then Torrent still clipped him on the... What was that?
Everyone
No
got clipped.
way,
What the
Deluxe,
hell?
Are you serious?
Oh.
How lucky could you be?
This is game 5 and they don't have any creeps, so they need to go back and push in. I feel like in so many other games, Radiant would already feel defeated, but yeah, they needed to go back a bit. 3 minutes on the Aegis. That luck on the Torrent Storm was huge. I thought the RP at least saves the Alchemist, but it doesn't even save the Alchemist. They still managed to kill him. So no BKBs, no RP. Cheese Aegis. All the spells on Dire. This is, I believe these are two sides. Maybe some Magnus plays, maybe some cheesy plays to skewer them back in, but this is next to impossible defense.
That was the Bloodstone AoE, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, wow. I mean, we were just... he would bring up that item. So it come into play. And FI with the yours now will always be there to respond to 70, who also gets scouted out in the trees. Now, Titan doesn't jump on top of him. A little bit awkward, but looking to try and address Ponlo, who's just getting teared apart by the flak cannon. Inside the fountain, they will duck and hide.
Dude, it's insane how this series was absolutely one-sided in every game. Like we went the full stretch, 5 games. Every single game was completely one-sided in one team or the other.
Yeah, beyond.
Centaur.
He's got a buyback at least. Maybe trying to bait some reactions out. Crimson was dying of the Dolphins. Oh my god, he's got. Okay, I thought he was gonna die. They gotta go though. I mean, it's about to be Megas.
70.
Where is the Alchemist? Why is Sarge charging up the concoction? But he just ate an Echo Stomp and a Torrent. And now they're gonna run him down. 70 finds a BKB, but there's gonna be no skewer away. The Flak Cannon would have killed him otherwise. And FY goes fishing. He'll get skewered into the fountain. But Beyond
Got him.
is also in some trouble. Actually not gonna be killed off. YSR with a jump in now as well.
Skewer
They
back.
kill though.
Cheese.
G's gonna be eaten. Still Lois just freely right-clicking from afar.
Oh, that's it.
This will be the final fight that cements AR's position in DreamLeague Season 23. Congratulations to them. They will go back. They've recently played in DreamLeague Season 22. It was a disappointing result for them, where they were knocked out in the first round of groups. They had to do it in 5 games. Team Zero,
Radiant's middle tower
unfortunately,
is under
condolences
attack.
to them. They made them work for it in the end, but Zero, they will represent China in Season 23.